We are now going into map 1, and I said this B fight is going to be very, very important, so Lucent do well to get first in there, but Hydro is just going to come but does the back 8, but he trades with Cougar, so good play there. Fair fight, and Marsh now is just at the back area trying to take a 2v1. He does, well, brilliant play there from Marsh to realise that, you know, they were coming around the other side, but he does take out Craze in the process, and now we do see Lucent have lost this B area, so good start there from Fable, as we expect.
Not too simple. It, of course, needed Marsh to go off a little bit, win 1v after 1v. And now it's Lucent already on the back foot, and they do need to start off strong here. And this is a very weak position to start from, honestly, on Impact. It can be very hard to break, given the open nature. And you can see Fable already strictly positioned, not moving a muscle, ready to let rip.
Indeed. Look at this team fire here, and, you know, I know we said this is probably the best possible map to start on, but Fable, I'm sure they are very practiced on this map also. But now we see Cougars trying to make a play, but he gets Lancer down in the space of a second. His mate also, and he goes down again. And Fable, they are doing well to just make sure that Lucent can't crack the armor of this setup. Now we see Lucent, they are going to make a play, but Phelpsy on the corner there does headshot Totti's head off, and he takes down 2 in Cougars as well. And now Phelpsy's looking a little bit hungry for a couple more kills, but he just decides to step back just for a second. And now we see Fable, they are going to put pressure on the home hill, and Fortons recognises that, and he steps back. And look, C is being decapped, and Lucent now are in a position where they need to fight, they need to move forwards. Totti just does that, just gets the domination just for a second there. Cougars does take down Crim, Craze takes down Fortons, and now Fable are looking in a very good position. I don't think they know that Totti's there, though. He's going to get the quick touch. He rolls, unfortunately, missed his A button, and Craze comes in and takes him down. Phelpsy takes down Legends, Fractures is the last man alive. Can he do anything against this strong Craze? And now, look, we are seeing the domination coming in gradually, and I think this is most likely going to be Fable's round, considering the points. Look, 92 to 170, and that's a cheeky chainsaw there.
Another one.
Another one as well. Totti just stood there and went, you know what? Do it.
All right, you can take it. You've worked hard for the whole hill.
You can have it.
Take it off me.
Just take it off me. I'm not having it anymore. And Fable, they take round 1.
Yeah, very good showing from them, and already piling loads of kills under the scoreboard. We'll bring that up in just a second, but you know, only 4 kills was accumulated by Lucent Esports in that initial round, and many more by Fable. First weapon placement time. Early days just yet. I know it looked very convincing from Fable, the European champions, but that is a convincing weapon placement of that. A boom shot has gone down. Well, at tail, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, indeed, this is the grand final, and this, you know, this is the time to do anything that's a bit crazy. This is the time to do it. Grand final, you're up against the wall. This is money on the line. This is for first place. You've got to try things a little bit crazy, and that's just what Lucent do by putting that boom shot down. So now this tail fight is switched. So normally we see the B fight being the initial push, but it's now going to turn over to the tail. And Lucent are straight in there. They do pick up 1 kill, and can they pick up a second? Fable just working together to ensure they don't pick up any more, and Fractures does go down, and Hydro does take down Totti, and that's looking like it's going to be favoured for Fable, and they may look like they're going to get this boom, but look, Cougar's here. He's being a little bit sneaky. I don't think they know where he is. He needs to make a move now. Fable just doing a good job just to make sure he can't move. Here he comes. He's going to go into the back of Hydro. He's going to hit the shot. He's going to get the kill, but in the process, Fable do pick up the boom. This is bad news for Lucent Esports. They didn't want to let them do that, and now Fortons goes down as well, and Fable have all the position and a boom to show for it.
Big effort put in by Lucent Esports, immediately pushing across the side. And the boom shot as well, it's a statement in itself. We don't like that B fight, and we want chaos. Let's throw a boom shot at the other end of the map, where every single component that can be thrown in to differentiate the map has been early on. Not only do they need to consider one side being the B fight, but also a boom shot on the other.
Indeed, indeed. And now I think Lucent Esports are just going to try and slow this down. You know, Fable Phelpsy there with the boom shot on Cougars. I don't know if he knew exactly what was going on there, but great boom from Phelpsy. And now Lucent are forced back into a very very dodgy position, and they're going to have to do something. We do see a Lucent team member, or 2, sorry, Lucent team members do rotate to the home hill, but Fable, I think, already know what's going to happen just before they do, which is just to show how good of a team they are. And now Craze is just moving around. He takes down Legend. And Hydro takes down Fractures. And I don't know if he knows what's happening in the back. He's on the pillar, looking at the wall, and as he is, he gets taken down by Craze, and now we see 4 Lucent members go down. And now Fable are just going to use this. They do also have a boom, I believe, Toby. Am I not correct? Or I'm correct. There you go. There's correct. The pink boom there. So this is very, very dodgy for Lucent. Not a great position to be in so far.
Everyone just getting cleaned up left, right, and center. And now Phelpsy's used the boom shot. That might be the catalyst for a push. Craze, excellent down, knowing that he can go wide on Legend. Gets that accurate shotgun down at range, and Fable start applying the pressure. It's almost textbook from them. The shotguns you can almost bank on are going to hold them out till the end. Early on, 2-0, flawless rotating, despite a very valiant effort from Lucent from the get-go. Fable react very well indeed.
And we've said it before, Toby. It's looking like business as usual for Fable team. We see Ben and Krim there on your cameras looking very chilled, very cool, calm and collected. Now, Toby, what do you think Lucent need to do now? They've already put a boom shot. What would you say?
It looks like they were looking at a sniper there for a second, but it's chaotic, and Fable seemed to handle that initial over at that boom shot quite easily, to be honest. They played passive, and they don't even have to do that. They could have played a bit more aggressive, knowing Fable, but they didn't. And that's, you know, another card up their sleeve that they could always, you know, pull in that initial, if necessary. And as such, Lucent are going to add an incend, actually, to the B side of the map. So it will spread it out a little bit more. That is a quick pickup, potentially, but also a bait if you do go that way for Lucent. Always a consideration, but it'll be a 1v1, actually, in that side. Lucent, once again, being as aggressive as possible. But no, Cougars will start off by taking out his teammate. Not good. Not good. He's killed his own teammate. He's 5 members down from Lucent. Fable just sweeping them ever so quickly. A bit too quickly and too easily. And now they're going to take round 3. And look, Phelpsy just showing a little bit of disrespect, throwing a boom into their spawn to say, ladies, you're going to have to do better than that. Yeah. And Rubik's on our screen right now, the coach of Fable. Very new indeed to that role, but happy as ever. Fist bumps all round.
One question I have for you, Toby, is...
Go for it.
What what is he saying right now? I mean, what do you think as a coach he is saying, other than obviously giving them the timers, making sure they rotate for the the next boom coming up or the next incendiary grenades coming up? What else could he possibly be saying to them?
I mean, usually in this scenario, I'd say if there was any potential slip-ups or issues that they need to address at this point, even if they still won the round, address them. But there was no chink in the armor for Fable there. They in that round or previous ones, they always had the pace of the game matched to their own speed, right? They dictated what occurred and how to rotate. And as such, it's nothing but positivity from him. And it didn't seem like much information was relayed. You don't really need to when you're dealing with the top team playing just like this. This time, though, Phelpsy, he fancies himself. He's going for that aggressive back A, almost down to Cougars in the process. Krim is going to get the incense, and now a reaction from Lucent Esports. Cougars picks up the boom shot and a kill.
Like that.
Goes for the down and also the double. Doesn't find it, but it doesn't matter. There is life in the Lucent camp. It
definitely is, and that was a great play for, well, great decision there from Cougars to pick up the boom while the 2 Fable members were away from the fight, and now we see Lucent Esports. They've got position, and Krim is in a bad position here. He gets taken down. I feel like they're going to be a little bit aggressive, and they do take the A hill of Fable's home hill, but in the same sense, Crazed here has rotated all the way to the C hill as well. So Lucent haven't taken all of the position that is physically possible. Be interested to see what they're going to do. They do have this boom, and they do have 2 shots in that boom as well. They need to make a smart play here. They have no time for any mess-ups against this Fable side. They need to use this boom correctly. Marsh goes down.
He has the boom shot. Does Legend. There has been a trade on the Lucent side. Fable stacking up clearly for a B push very soon. Perhaps waiting for a down or a bait of that 1 boom shot remaining. Fable Marsh going to be the first man in. He knows there's a boom shot as he rolls back. Nice nade from Cougars, takes out Marsh, and that's going to hold them at base. He Phelpsy rolling back. Might be time to just wait up a little bit. Maybe Lucent can make a mistake in front of you. But I love how cautious Cougars is playing right now. Has to be careful. Great boom shot against the back wall. A nade thrown. Well, throw and a miss.
Lucent don't need to do anything here at all, Toby. All they need to do is just wait for Fable to make the push. They do have another boom, I believe. I don't think that was the last one. I think that was the first of the two. They also have incendiary grenades. They've got all the position on the world of this map with Tail and B both in the hand of Lucent. They do not need to do anything rational. Just wait for Fable to make the push. And when they do, then capitalise.
2 incens in hand. Crim going to be the first one to instigate that.
You don't want that
down nonetheless. He's baited 2 incens out of him and got a trade as well, so that's nice, admittedly, because the boom shot, it was there, but now they've lost the numbers elsewhere, so suddenly Fable are on the back foot for a continued period of time. It is Lucent containing the champions. Phelps, he's hiding again. He's done it before, he's done it. He'll do it again if given the opportunity. Cougars rolls back. Phelpsy trying to get a kill, as now he's been spotted. His cover is blown. 2 boom shots for Cougars. They surely cannot lose this now, Lucent Esports.
They can win, Toby.
Yeah, they can.
They will win this round. No, great play from Lucent. Very patient, positive play from them. They didn't do anything too rational, like I said. They just... Yeah, and then there's the disrespect there from Lucent.
Crowd loving that.
The crowd loving that. I heard that from here, and you know, they're showing a little bit of disrespect to Fable to say, listen, we are still here. You can't just steamroll over us, and there's laughs from this Lucent side. But no, patient, positive play there in that round. That's what you love to see from Lucent. A little bit of life, as you said, Toby. And now Fable are going to have to respond with a pick of their own. They do decide with the double hammer bursts, and I don't think that's going to be too relevant in the grand scheme of things.
Great grenades thrown in that previous round. And also, of course, great use of the boom shot. 2 rotations since getting the first one, and they still maintain such a huge score lead right to the end there. Very well played, Lucent Esports. It's not an easy thing. I know they made it look easy, but it's very difficult to contain a team that with the caliber that Fable does in terms of the individual and teamwork department. Lucent again, aggressive as possible to get this boom shot. They've picked it up. Cougars does get chased down by Hydrone right into the enemy half. He's got the boom shot. Phelpsy and Marsh both playing extremely well in that shotgun department. Fable answer back with a full team wipe.
Just too good. I think that's what you could say about them. I know you mentioned earlier that there's only so many words you can say to describe this Fable team, but from an individual perspective, you see Marsh there. He's getting a bit hyped. Oh, you're going home, he says, to the Lucent side. We haven't seen this all tournament from Fable, and yes, this is exciting.
He's treating it seriously.
He's a bit aggro. I don't know what's been said by the Spanish lot. Look, I think he might be speaking to the owners as well. This is what you want to see from Fable.
Matt's loving
Marsh.
it as well, evidently crazed behind. He's still speaking.
This is what you want to see. We love it. Oh, excitement from
back to the gameplay, I think.
I love it. Oh, man. Brilliant.
Right. He's settled down.
I've settled down.
We settled down as well. Hey, back to the gameplay. The boom shot has been removed.
Red Bull I've consumed. I've consumed so much Red Bull, I'm turning into a Red Bull, or flying with wings, as they say. We'll get back into it in time, sorry.
Boom shot gone, of course. Incense and Frag still over at the cockpit. The intensity will maintain itself despite the most powerful weapon on the game being removed. Tarty does get the first blood. Cougars with the incense, and Hydrone and Phelpsy do answer with a pick up a weapon and a kill of their own.
Yes, indeed, and now we see Fable to get the first 2 picks initially, and Fortons is in a world of trouble there. Gets taken down very easily by Phelpsy, and now we're just going to see them maybe put a little bit of pressure on the home hill. Cougars does do well, though, to get the insync kill on Crazed, and this is a little bit of life we want to see from Lucent. They need to use it wisely, though. They need to capitalise on this position. They have 2 players here in this B hill. They need to just get the cap. Phelpsy there.
Big nade.
Where did that nade come from?
Right in the centre, another one has been thrown. Forces Totty to run across that open land and not stop near the teammates. Accurate nades once again. Very efficient is Phelpsy with grenades, especially those incense. And now we have a moment of silence for the time being as Lucent come off respawn.
And things are going to slow down here in this map. I think that, Lucent, need to try and just regain a little bit of focus. Both hills are in the favour of Fable. It'll be interesting to see if they can break their setups, but look at the team fire coming in from Fable. It's all too good, but now they're going to try and take it to them. We see Legend. He gets taken down there from Crim, and Crim does take down Fractures as well. And now we see 3 players of Lucent down, and look at Totti. He's just running into 2 players running around. It's a bit mad.
Please let me kill you.
He's almost asking, but he gets taken down by Fable. Phelpsy there. Again, this is 4 players down, and we see the A hill being decapped, and I think, Toby, that is going to be that. Round 6 to Fable.
Indeed.
Quick maths.
Quick maths.
2 + 2 is 5. That's
Okay.
quick maths.
Well, at least we've got no more trash talk. Couldn't take that. My heart was racing at that point in time, and I'm sure yours was
literally
as well.
I
Just
think,
smiles from Marsh at this point going into the second half. But he's still enjoying himself, nonetheless. And why wouldn't you be? You're 5-1 up in the grand final. It's not uncharted territory.
Well, you know, you've seen him at the major events. I think it was specifically, I think it was against Optic. We saw it, I think it was, at Vegas. He was getting a bit hyped up, and you do love to see that from Marsh. I think he as a player, although hasn't needed it so far this tournament, does thrive off the hype and does thrive off the trash talk. And as I say that, Cougars takes down Marsh. Hydro takes down Fortunes, and now 3 down for Lucent, but 2 down for Phelpsy. Totti taking down Craze, good play. You see an equal numbers on both of these sides, and now we're just going to see who's going to be the victor here. I don't think they need to push so much. Phelpsy running back, keeping his life, well played from him, and I think this is a bit of a stalemate here in this position.
I mean, despite Lucent doing so well to get as many kills as Fable there in that scenario, they've only just gathered the hill. As soon as the initial's over, they're almost 50 points behind Europeans, champions here, and it's Europe's champs. It's a very difficult thing to do, of course, but let's think about this for a second. Fable, they're able to cap their home and still match up to Lucent with a man down. And now Lucent, they're forced to go well out of their way to even break that setup.
I like this rotation, though, from Lucent. If they can pick up a couple of kills here, Totti does get 1. Fractures does take down Craze. Marsh is still there, and Totti does a great job in taking down Marsh, and this is a good play from Lucent. I liked the rotation, as I said. I like that they recognised that there was no one there to, that was allowed to just put pressure on this map, but this is a big 1v from Cougars versus Phelpsy. Green Cougars with the shot around the corner does take him down. Look at the move from Kim, giving the jelly legs. He needs to take him down very quickly. Crim doing a great job just keeping his life. Cougars is hungry for the kill, and he's just rolled in every single whip. It's worked out for him. Crim goes down. He still has got the kill, though. He now has Legend picking it up, and now I think Lucent just going to slow this down.
I mean, 10-second respawn timer, new hills, no weapons on the map. So Lucent, you'd argue, maybe take your time a little bit, as the triple cap is perhaps needed at this point if Fable do not move and Lucent themselves, but you do need to move at some point, and it's going to be a very difficult push of that. Fable all lined up against that back wall, if you will, of the map here on Impact. And Lucent, it's tough decision making at this point. Communications will be going off despite the gameplay not at this moment. Let's see.
Well, if Lucent can hold this, they will go up on points, and they do decide to rotate to the home hill, which is a very good decision, I think, but they need to get the kills. Hydrone does take down Totti. Fortunes gets taken down. Cougars has just rolled into Marsh. I don't quite know what happened there, and now, just like that, in the blink of an eye, Fable are on the hunt. They're on the assaults, and Legends looks in a very dodgy position here. What can he do? He's going to get lanced out, and he just slaps the wall to say, lads, it's okay, kill me. I have had enough of fighting you monstrous people. But it's too hard for them, you know. Lucent, they're just getting taken out 1 for 1. Look, they just, you know, when Fable catch fire like this, it's pretty hard to stop them. If I say pretty hard, it's been near enough impossible, Toby, and you see that every single time. And now we're looking at a 6-1 thrashing from Fable against Lucent on this first map.
Fable have gone through that setup many, many times against arguably better teams and defended it successfully there. They're all lined up at the back, waiting for Lucent to make their play. They react, they get the numbers advantage, and then they instantly turn that into a counter push into a triple cap. Fantastic stuff. 6-1 in favor of Fable, and rounds like that, you know, you're not surprised as to to why that is, right?
Yeah, sure.
Sniper placed down, of course, between the two home hills by Lucent Esports.
Well, what I'd like to see here, it is the grand final. I'd like to see some heads roll. And I hope it's in the hands of an excellent marksman, because I want to see some exciting plays. Toby, what do you think? Would you like to see that?
I'd very much like to see that, actually. I'm never going to say no, but...
No, I'd like to see some boring plays, Elliot. Thank you. But no, we see now Fractured a very big 1v. That's a great up A there from Crazed, and we know this guy is a very good marksman, very close. But it doesn't need to do anything, because Phelpsy just says, hey bro, I've got you. And Fable again taking down these Lucent members all a bit too easily. Look at the movement here from Phelpsy. He's going to push up on Fortons, and Fortons looks in a very dodgy position. He's got his mate to back him up, though. He does go down. Good support here from the Lucent team members, but there is a sniping hand of Fable Craze. They do need to be careful with how they're coming out of covers.
Lovely rotation by Fable over to the E-Hill, using that sniper. Even a triple cap blinking, the body check comes through, so Totti's definitely not going over, getting away with that mantle.
I think
Heads keep being kept down as well, and yeah, there's a player of Lucent rotating over to the right. I believe the E-Hill fight has been clearly won, and so is the home street fight as we pan over there as well. Sure, Fable will be abusing their numbers advantage here as Hydron and Krim start pushing in. Can Legend get a kill and ease the wound?
I don't think so, to be honest with you. Krim is just waiting for him to bounce on that wall. They need to get in the hill very quickly. They do just do that. They need to defend this with their lives, because if they don't, they are going to lose this map. Kuga's doing a good job to take Hydron, though. And can he take down Phelpsy? But Phelpsy says, no way, Jose, and he does take him down. And we're looking at map 1 in the favor of Fable.